Good
My name
morning.
is Jennifer. I'm your social worker.
Hi, Jennifer. I'm Martha.
Hi, Martha.
This is my daughter, Geraldine.
Hi,
Yeah, call
Geraldine.
me
Nice to
Jerry.
meet you. Oh, okay, Jerry. Nice to meet you, Jerry.
She don't
And
like her
Martha.
name.
No, she doesn't.
No.
It's a very nice name.
No, it's not.
So as I said, my name is Jennifer. I am a social worker here with the Women's Wellness Center, and I thank you for coming in today for our meeting. First off, I just wanted to go over our confidentiality consent. I wanted to let you both know, I know your mother's been here before, Jerry, but just to reiterate what we talked about last time, that our confidentiality policy here is we keep all information confidential here in the facility and here in this meeting. The only time that I would be obligated to give any information is if your mother, expresses any concerns of hurting herself, hurting another, or you, in fact, hurting yourself or hurting another. So, is everybody okay with the confidentiality agreement?
Yep.
Okay. So, so what brought you in today, Martha? I know last time we talked, you were just saying that you're having a little bit of struggle with some depression lately.
Yeah, I haven't been able to work lately, so I don't have any income, and so I got put out my house, and I've been sleeping in the park, in the ladies' restroom at night, and it's just frustrating. That's why my daughter came, because I'm hoping you can help us mend some bridges, and she would help me out, and I could stay with her for a while.
Okay. So you said you haven't been working. Why have you not been working?
I hurt my back, and I can't work anymore.
Okay.
And it's been over a year now, but I haven't been out. I haven't been on the streets that long, but it's been a few months.
Okay. Where were you working before you were injured?
I worked for the state.
Okay. Okay. What did you do for the state?
Administration.
Oh, okay. So you had a lot of responsibilities then.
Yeah.
Yeah. How does it make you feel from going from a lot of responsibilities to
It makes me
not many?
feel like I have no use anymore. Like, now what do I do? So,
Yeah, I can imagine. And you said that you've been sleeping at the park, at parks?
Yeah, I had a room in a homeless shelter for a little, I think it was 3 or 4 weeks, and
Mhm.
that's the maximum. And so I'm not sleeping much because I'm frightened all the time, because there's noises and there's people, and I'm a woman by myself, and so, yeah, that's where I'm at.
Yeah, I bet. That would definitely be scary.
Mhm.
Jerry, did you know that your mother had been sleeping on the streets?
A little bit. I mean, she doesn't really like talking about it very much, but I don't like her living out there, obviously. But I mean, it's kind of her choices have made it so that she's, it's her life kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And now, is Jerry your only child?
Yes.
Okay. And Jerry, how old are you?
I'm about 30 now. Yeah, I'm 30.
And Martha, I know we spoke last time about, is it not Jerry's father, but her stepfather?
Yes.
Now, we didn't talk too much about it. Would you like to go ahead and explain to me, is he still in the picture, or?
No, and I know she didn't like him, and she went and moved out and lived with my sister what were you, 13?
Yep.
And
13.
And he loved me, and so I know sometimes I make him mad, and he'd yell, and he only hit me when I really, I really messed up, and I never let him hit her, but she said she just didn't like all the yelling and screaming and stuff, and he left me as soon as I couldn't work anymore. That really, I think that adds to my feelings of, depression, unworthy, just not doing well.
Yeah. I bet that could be a hard thing to go through, a separation, and also losing your daughter in the midst of that. Is that a reason why you left, Jerry? You felt like you needed to leave at 13? Did you have any type of relationship with your stepdad, or?
Not really. I mean, she would try to protect me from it, but I mean, you can always hear, you hear all the mean things he would say, and when she's not around, then I would be the one that he would abuse, kind of thing. And so, I mean, I'm glad I left when I did, because I felt a lot more comfortable at my aunt's house, you know, but, you know, it is how it is, I guess.
Now, do you have any relationship with your stepdad at all anymore?
No.
Not at all.
Chuck is gone.
Chuck.
Yeah.
Okay. How long were you two married?
What were you, about 8 or 9?
Yeah, I think I was 8 or something.
And so maybe 20 years? A long time.
That is a long time.
Yeah, a lifetime.
Yeah. So it's in a sense, after Chuck left, does it feel sort of like a grieving loss? The end of something?
Yeah, and just, you know, I got hurt, I lost my job, I lost him. I'd already lost my daughter. So it's just one after the other piled on top. But sometimes I just feel like, you know, I don't even have anything to live for anymore. Maybe I should just get lost. But I don't.
Yeah. But you don't.
Yeah.
That's definitely a positive. That's a strength of yours, is that you don't give up, even though, you know, you do have a lot of overwhelming things going on. Not working, hopping around homeless shelters and living in parks alone. You do have a lot going on. You do.
And I tried to apply for Social Security, but I'm homeless. So I don't have an address, so I can't. It's hard to just keep that process going because they can't contact me, I can't contact them. I can only go, I don't have insurance, medical insurance. This new Affordable Care Act, hopefully I will be able to get some. So I only go to like the emergency room when I'm really sick, and then they give me some medicine, like pain pills to help me with my back pain. But I need more than just a little here, a little there, and no place permanent.
Okay. So Jerry, how does it make you feel hearing that your mom is going through so much at this time, with so many different things coming her way?
It makes me sad, you know. I mean, I don't want anyone to live like that. That must be, you know, really horrible and everything. But I mean, she's done her own things, you know, like her substance abuse, you know. She's been on drugs for most of my life, and so I kind of feel like, you know, if she wants to do drugs instead of being dedicated to raising me properly, then, like, you know, it's kind of almost like she deserves it, kind of thing. But I think that's only because I have my own feelings about how I was raised, you know, so, but.
I didn't think I used that many. I always kept a job and went to work.
But when you would come home, then that's when all the problems would happen, because you weren't there for me when I was younger.
And Martha, are you still using any medicinal drugs, any substance abuse to this day?
Well, when I can get some Norco or Vicodin when I go to the hospital or something, I use that because it helps with the pain. And I'll drink a beer or two because it helps, it just helps with the pain. I wouldn't call myself a drug addict or an alcoholic, but I use a little bit. After all, there's nothing going on in my life. It just sometimes I just need to numb the pain.
Okay.
maybe if I had a home and I had a place to be, I wouldn't have to numb. I mean, I know I wouldn't have to numb.
Now, have you talked to Jerry about, I know you said that you've been reconciling, strengthening your relationship, which was something your mother, if I could express to her, was something that she did talk about the last time she was here, is learning some more parenting skills as far as having an adult child and moving forward from an estranged relationship to a stronger relationship. Do you have any pointers or any type of advice or anything you could give to me that could help your mom, or anything you'd like to say to your mom that could maybe help her with that parenting skills? I know you said earlier that, you had a rough childhood and it was hard having your mom come home and, on drugs and not putting you as her first priority. Is there anything now that your mom can work towards to kind of strengthen that relationship?
I think just that she's still using drugs is the main thing that really bothers me right now. Because she's kind of hinted that she would love to live with me, but it's kind of like, I don't really have the room, and also I don't want to bring the drugs into my house. Like, not like I'm going to use it, but it's just, it reminds me of my childhood, and I just don't want it there. And so I think if she was clean, then it might be a possibility. But I don't know if she can get clean, especially on her own. I don't think it would be possible. But I think that's the main thing for me right now, that's just kind of keeping me distant still.
Well, I'm really sorry about things that happened during your childhood. I really am. And if I had a place to live where I could call my home again, or even your home, but I would have a better shot of, like, not using drugs. Like, I don't really use a lot, but like I said, it's easier to be out there on my own, hiding in the restrooms and stuff if I'm a little numb, a little sedated, and I don't have to think about reality so much. But if I wasn't frightened all the time, I would get drug rehab or something, maybe.
Do you think that would help benefit your mom? Maybe going to make sure that she doesn't need to rely, maybe going to a drug and rehab facility, just so that, she can learn to not rely on pills or alcohol or any other type of drugs.
Yeah, I think it would definitely help just her at all, like, trying to move forward and, like, have a better life kind of thing. But it's, like she says that she wants to live with me first. And I don't want that to happen. I would rather her go somewhere and get clean, and then maybe we could talk about either me helping find her a place, or she could move in with me kind of thing. But,
Well, I would do that.
Okay.
What if I got medicinal marijuana?
I think, no, I don't know. Yeah, sure.
You would be okay with
It's
that?
a step forward, I guess, yeah. Yeah.
I heard it really helps. Medicinally, yes.
Okay, so your mom going to a rehab center first. That would definitely help you in letting her in, as long as she completed the program.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it wouldn't fix everything, but it would definitely make me feel a little more open about,
And can you help me with that, Jen?
I can. That was, it's definitely something that I'm gonna add to, our plan.
Okay.
Our plan after this, okay? Is there any other things that you would like to say to your mother, or how is your communication skills so far as mother and daughter? Has it gotten better, or?
I think it's about the same. I mean, we didn't talk really at all when I was like a teenager, just because I didn't want anything to do with my stepdad.
With your stepdad?
Yeah, because he was always around, and so if I ever wanted to talk to her, then he was there, and I just didn't want anything to do with him, so we ended up just kind of not talking at all. And I mean, she's reached out now, and I'm hesitant, but I mean, I'm open to you know, starting something maybe possibly, especially if she does get clean and if she does kind of shape up, I guess, you know.
Were you ever aware of your daughter's hurt or pain? Because to me, just an outsider listening to her, it just sounded like it was such a rough relationship with Chuck. Were you ever aware of that, or do you feel that you might have been a little blinded by it because you loved him so much?
Yeah, I don't think now, when we've talked and she's told me, and I really step back and think about it, I can see now. At the time, you know, especially, and he always told me, oh, she's just a teenager, and it's those hormones, and, you know, I had friends with kids, and sometimes I just thought, you know, once she gets through puberty, it'll change, and I tried to keep her. I know that Chuck would get mad, and he'd raise his voice, and sometimes even threw things, including his hands and fists, but I never let him hit her.
That's just when you were around. Because when you weren't around, then he would hit me. He would always tell me not to tell you and everything. So I think just what you saw is different than what actually happened when you were gone at work.
I'm so sorry. I never knew that.
Well, maybe now you know why I didn't like him so much.
You would tell me, and he'd tell me you were lying.
And you would believe him over me.
I did.
Well, from this point on, it does seem, Jerry, as like that your mom does want to make it up to you. And, you know, she can't erase what happened in the past, but she can move forward from the past. And maybe some of the obstacles you guys went through before help strengthen your relationship in the future. So I did take some notes here while we were talking, and I just kind of wanted to go over a little plan with you, see if we can help, you know, start moving forward with things, okay?
Okay.
So you did say that you have applied with the SSI application.
Yes, but I don't know how it's going because I have no address for them to respond back to me.
Well, here at the Women's Wellness Center, we can help you get into other homeless shelters, and we can let you use our address as a main base.
Okay.
So you can have all of your information sent here to us, and we'll keep it set aside for you. So then that way, once it comes, we can start getting it processed, okay?
Okay.
Also, with the rehab center, is that definitely something you would want to do? I know you're saying you're early with Jerry, but is it something you definitely want to do?
I would, but
yourself?
I don't know if, because I don't use stuff every day, would they really take me? Would they say, I'm not like some junkie on the street shooting heroin? Will they? I just use a little here and there, will they?
There are some programs that are lower level, so they will take, especially since you have had substance abuse in the past, as Jerry was saying, since you have a history of it, there's definitely a chance of relapse. So with that being said, there are lower levels, and we could arrange to fill out the applications, see when they can get you into the program. I know some of the programs are 30 days, 60 days. We can go over all of that stuff together. And Jerry, if you'd like, you can join us if you would like Jerry to come with us.
Yes, if she would.
Would you like to come with us, Jerry, and help your mom?
Yeah, I think I'm open to it. I mean, she said before that she's going to get clean, and it hasn't happened. So it's just, I'm not too optimistic. But, I mean, she says she's motivated, so, I'll give it one more shot. But it's really kind of tiring to keep going through the same thing over and over, But
I can imagine.
I'll try one more time kind of thing,
One of the biggest things for recovering addicts is definitely having that support. And I know you two are rebuilding your relationship. And this can be another building block for you guys as mother and daughter, being there in support of your mom during this transition. I think she would really appreciate that.
Yeah, that's why I'm here mostly. I mean, I see all my friends who have really close relationships with their moms, and
Mhm.
I kind of miss that. You know, I have my aunt, but it's different. You know, she's not my mom, so
Yeah.
I am motivated to kind of at least be more on talking terms. You know, so I'm
Okay.
open to it.
Well, maybe we can look at some rehab centers that we have in the area, see which ones we can get you set up with, and then we can go from there. The
Do they
rehab
have
center.
live-in ones?
Yes, you would be living there.
That'd be really good too, then I wouldn't be homeless anymore.
Yeah, that would be good for you also. Yeah.
So I could
Um,
tell them I use more than I use.
Well, we should be honest.
Okay.
Honesty is key.
Okay.
Definitely. So we'll be honest with them, but we will let them know that you have had the substance abuse in the past.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that their main concern is, you know, they want to take care of you, and they don't, you know, they want to make sure that you're on the right path, the clean path.
Okay, good, me
Okay,
too.
and we'll stay on that path.
Okay,
Okay, so we'll set it up to where we'll look at different ones, and then we'll have another meeting. And Jerry, if you'd like to come to that other meeting also, we'll have a meeting of the different rehab centers in the area, and then we can schedule an appointment with that.
okay.
Okay. And then for the time being, would you like to look into another homeless shelter? As I said, the Women's Wellness Center
Yes,
helps with arranging homeless shelters.
yes.
Is that something you'd be interested in?
Yeah, I would like that, cause
Okay.
I didn't know there was another one available.
There are a few, so we can get the list, look it up to see.
I know I've gone to Loaves and Fishes and had meals and showers but yeah, it'd be nice to, especially it's getting cold.
So why did you leave Loaves and Fishes?
I can still go and have meals and showers, but there's no beds for me.
Oh, there's no beds available.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And I think it's only a limited time. I could be wrong.
I don't recall exactly how long the time limit is, but I'll look that up and I'll let you
Okay.
know, okay?
Thank you. Yeah, 'cause sometimes, you know, I have pride. I don't really want to ask, even though I guess there's such thing as too much pride when you really need something, so.
There definitely can be too much pride, as you said, especially coming from the background you did, working in administration and working so much and having, you know, a roof over your head for so long, and then it all
Yeah.
disappearing.
I had a home and I couldn't work anymore, so I couldn't pay my mortgage, and so I lost my home, I lost my belongings in my home,
Yeah,
my car got repossessed.
and it is hard, but that's why these services are here for you, okay?
Okay,
Alrighty, so I'll get the list for the other homeless shelters. We'll also look at, after we leave today, I'll look into some more rehab centers,
okay,
call you and let you know, and then we'll go from there.
okay.
Sound like a pretty good plan?
So we'll schedule to see you again with that information?
Yeah, in about 3 more days. Does that work for you?
That works for me.
Okay.
And
Alrighty.
but today you could make the phone call, maybe I could go somewhere tonight.
Yes, I will.
Good,
I will
okay.
look at the homeless shelters today and I'll let you know.
That
Okay.
sounds great.
Did you guys have any more questions for me? Any more concerns? Okay, well, Martha, thank you again for
Thank
coming
you.
in.
Thank
And
you.
you do have my card, so if there's anything that you need, anything that comes up, just let me know, okay?
Okay,
It was
thank
nice meeting you
Yeah,
also,
nice
Jerry.
meeting you.
All
Thank
right,
you.
Thank you.